We was out on the river, and we was going down the river. I had my boat. See, I got a little John boat. I don't have a nice boat. It's just a John boat with a little pull start 2020 on it. And then, anybody know anything about a boat, a pull start, you ain't even got to hook it to a battery, but you can't start that thing unless you pull that thing. I knew that my boat had problems before I ever left the house. I was sitting out there looking at the boat, and I said, it ain't been running good. It's been running rough a little bit lately, and I knew the string was old. The pull string, it was old. And I knew all these things. I actually had a pull string in the boat, a brand new one, still in the package, in the bottom of my boat, and I could go right up this road and get some new spark plugs and everything I need. But I was being lazy. I was saying, well, I just want to go instead of fixing the problem. I'm going somewhere today. I want to preach a little bit, but I want to pastor this morning somebody. I could have fixed the problem before I left the house, but I didn't fix the problem. So I got in the boat, and me and Chris went on down the river, went fishing, didn't catch nothing. I should have knew the day was off when I pulled up at the bait shop and it was burnt down. I should have knew that I should not go fishing today.
That was a sign.
I pulled up at the bait shop and I was like, man, I need some worms. This guy said there's some crispy ones in there. I said, nah, I better go on down to this other bait shop. I should have even went, but I went anyway. So me and Chris went fishing along down the river, not a bite, not nothing. Everybody was catching fish except us. In people's lives, we get like that string, like that boat motor.
Come on.
We get in a place to where we ain't got but a little bit left.
Come on.
We're barely hanging on. If this don't work and it breaks, it's all over.
Come on.
How many of you in this room right now, you're hanging on by a thread? You're barely hanging on, and not because of somebody else, but because you didn't fix the problem when you knew you could fix it. You didn't go to the problem solver, which was Jesus, in our spiritual walk, if I may translate that over for you. But as I realized, I tried everything I could to get it to crank before I started praying, and it wouldn't work. I began to pray and pull, and every time I pull, I said, Lord, let it hang on. Lord, let it not break. Lord, let it hang on. Lord, let it not break. Not that I couldn't get back to the boat landing, but it would have been really embarrassing if that motor would have tore up and I would have been trying to get out in the water and put my boat on the trailer looking like a fool down there at the river, and I'm supposed to know what I'm doing. Like that string began to unravel. You know how long I've known that string needed to be changed? All year. And last year it needed to be changed. That's over a year and a half. Probably I've been looking at that string saying that's an old string, it needs to be changed. I've had the new one in the bottom of my boat for weeks and still haven't changed it. It still ain't been changed. But the Lord showed me something. He said, if you don't fix the problem, things begin to unravel in front of other people. As your life begins to unravel and your problems begin to unravel and you get put on Front Street, now you mad at the pastor.